Well, I've got the first sketch uploaded to my Keyestudio ESP32 board. I got these online for about $11 each. So I'm going to show you what I did, go through step by step to get this code. What it's doing is finding the Wi-Fi, waiting 5 seconds, and then scanning again, finding the Wi-Fi. You'll see that there are two Wi-Fis available. This is my home Wi-Fi, the Frank's Wi-Fi, and then the Samsung Galaxy is this phone. And the reason I've got both of them turned on as hotspots is because the phone runs at 2.4 gigahertz and the home Wi-Fi runs at 5 gigahertz. And I've found that these boards, ESP32 boards, some of them are rated for 5 gigahertz and some are rated for 2.4. I believe this one, being older, is said to run at 2.4, which would be the hotspot on my cell phone. Step by step, what I did, took the board out of the box, went to the page that Keyestudio has for their wiki on this board. So that's the Docs Keyestudio, and it's called the KS5016. That's what this board is called. When you go on YouTube and look for people using this board, it's often with some other kit that this board is included in. And that kit will have a different number. It will be a KS5 something, 5,000 something. But if it's like an agriculture farm kit, or if it's a smart home kit for Arduino, it will have this board and it will have a KS number 50 something. But the board itself is 5016. You'll need to know that to find this page that tells you how to install the first sketch right here that I just showed you, connected to Wi-Fi, scanning, looking for hotspots. That's what this sketch does. Notice that right to begin with, there's a reference to Wi-Fi.h. I could not find a library in Arduino called Wi-Fi.h. There was no library. When I tried to run the code, the sketch in Arduino, without having selected a board type, it gave me an error. It could not compile because it could not find the Wi-Fi.h. Therefore, I went to ChatGPT and I asked, how do I get Wi-Fi.h in my code, in my sketch? And they said what you need to do is go to install, go to Boards Manager, and I'll say a word about that here in just a minute. Go to Boards Manager, install Expressive Systems, and then that will include Wi-Fi.h. That's how I learned about this. When you go to Boards Manager, you will find, see if I can go back, Tools. You need to go to Board, not Boards Manager, Board. And then you go, you'll see Boards Manager shows up. They don't tell you that. You go to Board on the drop-down menu of Tools, then go to Boards Manager, and you will see all these boards. And what you want is you want to look for ESP32, and there are many. Right here at the bottom, ESP32. Here's what comes up, many different boards. I chose what I thought was correct. That ChatGPT says Well, if you don't see what you want, choose Dev Module. Maybe that'll work. But I know that this board is called Wroom, W-R-O-O-M. And so that's why I chose this one. I don't know what the DA stands for, development or something or other. So that's the reason that I chose that one. When I clicked on that, then it does correctly install the library, which is referenced right here at the beginning, Wi-Fi.h. I copied and pasted the sketch that was given back here on the Keyestudio board. Not that one. This sketch from this URL and pasted it, and that's all that it took. It compiled, it downloaded. The board includes a C-type USB cable. It does not include this external power. This is 7 to 12 volts to run motors. We bought battery boxes with this size of a barrel jack on the batteries. 6 AA batteries is going to give us 9 volts, which is between 7 and 12. That will run the motors. But you need to make sure that you've got the correct barrel size to fit this. Not sure if it talks about that exactly or not. External power interface, it doesn't look like it's giving you the millimeter dimension of this barrel, but it was not difficult to find when I just asked for I went to Amazon or AliExpress and found the battery box that holds 6 AA batteries with a barrel jack, and that was enough to get what I needed. And they're $2 a piece or something. I bought 5 of them. So we're beginning here the project of using this board on a smart home project where we're going to build our own smart home materials, use many keys and the other Keyestudio and other sensors like electric sensors that all have triple wiring connections. So there will be more about all this. Oh, and by the way, when I downloaded this code, I did not have the right baud rate. It defaults to 9,600. So I had to go back and choose in this drop-down menu 115, just like it says right here in the code, 115, 200. And then it began printing something legible. If you leave this at 9600, the default of 9600, you get a readout that's not legible. So you'll want to go to what's stated in your sketch, and then you get a readout that's legible. There'll be more about all this.